Hello, PBE, and welcome back to week 3 of the S63 season. I'll be your host today, professional button pusher, RAEXE, and joining me today is, first up in the booth is Valor. How are you doing? Wonderful, good to hear. Uh, Valor, are you around? Okay, that's a no. If he is around, I can't hear him. And also in the booth today will be October, who will be jumping back in shortly. Um, I find myself unexplainedly alone, given there are two other commentators in the booth with me. Um, but yeah, I'll go ahead and jump into some milestones. Recent milestones: Leon Rosenthal of Indianapolis Apex got to 1,500 hits, 1,000 hits for Jackson Love of the Vandals, 300 doubles for Shikayoro Montalban of the Scorpions, 250 doubles for AJ Boucher of the Rougarous, 150 home runs for both DW Dogmaple and Akshay Rishikesh, 550 walks for Jerry Mander of the Sloths, 2,000 strikeouts for Majiro McQueen, 1,750 strikeouts for PKVS, 1,500 strikeouts for Goaty McGoatface, and 1,250 strikeouts for both Warren Peace and Professor Crockwell, as well as 1,750 innings pitched for both Holly Sheet and Remy LeBeau. Milestones to look out for this sim: 1,500 hits for Biff Slamus of the Demons, 4 away from that mark. 300 doubles for Brian Payne, only 1 away there. 150 home runs for Ford Lincoln Mercury, 2 away from there. 600 RBIs for Curtis Jones, sitting at 597 right now. 350 walks for Curtis Jones, just 2 back. 100 wins for Lanky Schramm, 1 decision away there. 75 wins for both Sniper King and Biggest Titius Smidius, both of them sitting at 74. 175 saves for Thorne Belfour of the Demons, 2 away from that mark. Maurice Bernard just 1 strikeout away from 2,000. And Leonidas Longpipe 1 inning away, 1 strikeout away from 1,750, while Dash Jackson is 4 away from the same. And yeah, that'll cover our milestones for the day. So in that case, let's go ahead and jump into the game. First day will be the 15th, so I'll go ahead and advance and save. And we'll be having a primetime game to start us off, Indianapolis at Toronto. With Smidius, who we have an eye on for a win. So if Smidius gets this win decision here, that will be win number 75 for him. I do have a blurb written from Stat Team as well that I can read out. In the meantime, Bob Ross has the prediction up. Will the first game have more than 12 runs? Or 12 or more runs, I assume. So is it going to be a high-scoring game? We'll find out. In the meantime, uh, written by Honored Mexican of the Stat Team. Thank you so much. We've got some players to watch here. Indianapolis' center fielder Esteban Santos Garcia, currently leading the league in singles and 4th in the Champions Conference for OBP. Toronto first baseman Sweet Sweet Smoke, currently pacing the team in batting average, home runs, and RBIs. Got the team triple crown going on there right now. For starting pitchers, Biggest Titius Smidius, 7-3 in 15 games started, allowing 91 hits so far on the season, 22 walks to 115 strikeouts, and sitting on a 3.09 ERA. Meanwhile, Mac and Cheese still looking for that first win of the season to 9 losses, allowing 101 hits, walking 35, striking out 75, unfortunately carrying an ERA north of 6.5. We have an ending of a series on stream with the 35-24 Indianapolis Apex visiting the 16-44 Toronto Pathfinders for Game 2 in this interconference battle. Toronto won the first game of the series 5-4 in a tight game. Can they complete the sweep and upset the Apex? Hitting wise, Indianapolis batting lineup has the edge over Toronto looking at the stats. Team batting average of 288 compared to Toronto's 240. Indy hitting 26 more doubles than the Pathfinders. Toronto does have a couple more triples than Indy, however. Pitching, both starting pitchers are on opposite sides of the spectrum in terms of stats. Smitty's looks to continue a strong season performance and reach 75 career wins. Currently pitching to a 3.09 ERA compared to Mac and Cheese with a 6.55. Mac and Cheese, like I said earlier, looking for that first win. Looking to the bullpen, Indy does have a stronger bullpen when you look at the majority of the stats. Fewer hits and home runs allowed compared to their opponent. And in terms of fielding, Indy's fielding has been across the board better. The biggest difference being zone rating, our main defensive stat we use. Indy's sitting 5.2, so just above average defense compared to Toronto sitting on -20. And that is that. You got some God. I believe in you. Which one did you bet on? One. You bet on the over. All right. See if these bats can help you get there. Do I have either of my co-commentators back?
Why, hello there. I did just return.
Hi. How are you
Just
doing,
getting
October?
comfortable. I'm doing okay. It's gonna be another round of ASMR October. I know I did this last time and the bit's getting old, but hey, sometimes you need to do a little bit of ASMR to keep everyone asleep.
Yeah, well, yeah, different time zones. You know how it is.
Yeah, it is a beautiful 21 Celsius outside here. Nice night we have going on.
That's nice. I wish. What's the heat index where I am right now?
I'm not the one streaming, Arya is. I'm not the one streaming, Arya is. Oh yeah, we're also technically live, so your voice is caught on this.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Hang on. I'm doing a quick
No worries.
Fahrenheit to Celsius calculation. It currently feels like 35 here, so
About average for New York City.
it's actually a little cooler today compared to yesterday.
That's good.
Hello,
At
Chad.
least
I'm
it's
also here
cold.
as well. I didn't introduce myself. I'm the guy that always seems to be on here.
Hi, Valor.
Hello,
How are
hello. Oh
you?
yes.
Doing
I'm here to
well.
play mediator, obviously.
Yeah, I am literally everywhere.
Yeah, you seem to be.
All right.
So
I think we've had a pretty good preamble here. Bet's been going on for a little while. So why don't I get us started? Who wants to take the middle for this game?
Okay. We'll figure out who gets which part of the inning. We'll see.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll get started, and I'll throw it in the middle, and you two can fight over it.
I'll let Fowler
I'm not
go
a fighter
second.
unless someone decides to make fun of my graphics.
I mean, your graphics are nice.
I appreciate that.
That's good. Make sure I've got the stream going here. Perfect. Okay. And last thing I need to check, make sure everything here is
Make
good.
sure BNN's
And
on.
on,
Yeah,
yep.
good.
Okay.
Because that's the mistake I did last time. Actually, forget to turn that on.
All right, let's get things started. Heading to the
Mhm.
lodge, Mac and Cheese on the mound. D. Fernandez Jr. will lead off for the Apex. And Fernandez Jr. down on strikes to lead us off. Mac and Cheese sitting him down in 3 pitches. 1-0 count for Goldberg, gives it a right into center field. Under it is Primo for out number 2. McKinley up will also be retired on strikes, so the Apex down in order as the Pathfinders come to bat. McScooty Fortune leading off against Smidius, looking for win number 75 on the career. Not the start you would want, as Fortune is aboard with a ground ball single. Going for second and making it is Fortune. Stolen base number 38 on the year as Lucas Ryan puts it on the ground to second. Play made at first, but the runner will advance to third. An early run 90 feet away as Smoke puts it on the ground in right field, the team Triple Crown leader, and will have an RBI double to extend that lead. Toronto on the board first as McScooty Fortune comes across. Sebastian Primo up, has a put out already, and will be struck out for out number 2 in the bottom of the first. Cameron Squires, slow roller over to second, and the play is made at first. So Toronto on the board early. Indianapolis in a hole as we head to the second. Leon Rosenthal leading off. Ground ball up the middle for a leadoff single.
That's home run, Majors home run derby winner, Leon Rosenthal to you.
Brian Payne on the ground will be a fielder's choice at shortstop to send the Majors home run derby winner Leon Rosenthal back to the dugout. Bab Ipperson, some opposite field hitting to advance the runner to second and get a hit himself. Theodore Geisel, the left fielder. Fly ball down in left field as well. Rounding third is Payne and heading to the plate to tie the ball game. An RBI double for Geisel will make it a 1-1 game in the top of the second. Only one out as well with runners in scoring position for Clement Kamenik. Fly ball into center field. Runner tags up going for home. Bab Ipperson is safely across. Indianapolis answering back and taking the lead in the top of the second. Santos Garcia's walked on 4 pitches, puts runners on first and second with 2 outs for D. Fernandez Jr. Struck out his first time up. Fly ball high and deep to left. It is gone. 3-run home run for D. Fernandez Jr. and Indy has broken this game open early in the top of the second. Brent Goldberg up, fly ball into right, over the head of right fielder, and it just barely can't clear the wall. Going for 3 is Goldberg. The third baseman has a 3-bagger. So maybe not quite done yet as Edward McKinley comes up, checks his swing, walked on 4 pitches by Mac and Cheese, has thrown 35 now. Leon Rosenthal drives it toward the gap and has the power high and deep. A 3-run home run for the home run derby champion. Clearly hasn't slowed his swing at all. It is now 8-1 in favor of the Apex. Brian Payne swings and misses, finally getting out of the inning, Mac and Cheese, but not before throwing 41 pitches, I believe, so far on the day. Bottom of the second now. Toronto going to need to get something going quick if they want to stay in this game. Paddington Von Pippington, a line out to center field, will be his fate. Smidius coaxes a ground out from D. Nice. And Thomas St. John's swing and a miss, drop third strike, but the play made, so scored a strikeout. Heading to the third, the Apex offense looking to stay hot here. Bab Ipperson is retired swinging on the circle change. Theodore Geisel on the ground to shortstop, thrown over to first for a routine out. Kamenik up next, tried to swing at one low and inside, and is retired. So 1-2-3 in order for the Apex on that occasion. Mortimer Dog swings and misses, retired on 3 pitches from Smidius. Back to the top of the Pathfinder order. Fortune down looking. Lucas Ryan on 2 outs will get a base hit up the middle. Possible 2-out rally coming. Gandasmoke already has an RBI on the day. Will strike out as Smidius gets the cutter by him. And I will hand it off to whoever for the 4th inning.
Guess it's going to be me. All right. Esteban Santos Garcia is going to start off by grounding out to second. Coming up next, D. Fernandez Jr. Jorge is a home run, and he's going to take a 4-pitch walk. Coming up next is Brent Goldberg. And, bad steal attempt by D. Fernandez Jr. He's easily gunned down there. Same at bat. Goldberg is just going to ground out right to the shortstop. A quick 1-2 free inning there by the Apex. We go bottom of the 4th. As we see Sebastian Primo come up here. He's going to take a called strike free and strike out looking. Cameron Squires coming up next for the Pathfinders. That's a deep fly ball to right, but easily tracked there for the out there by Edward McInlay. We're going to go next up. There's Paddington Von Pippington. That's going to go over the center fielder's head. That's going to be a stand-up double. 2-out double there for Von Pippington. Looking to get... Can D. Nice driving the run? No, he cannot. He flies out to right. We go top of the 5th now with Edward McInlay, as I mentioned earlier. That's going to go over the second baseman's head for a base hit. The high-hitting Leon Rosenthal. He is going to ground into a double play. Brian Payne, formerly of the New York Voyagers. That's going to be... I'm not sure what the outfield was doing there, but it looks like they fell asleep at the wheel. He's thinking about going to third, but he's going to get gunned down quite easily. He got greedy there and got caught. All right, bottom 5th with Thomas St. John. He's going to hit a deep fly ball to center, but easily tracked there for the out. Mormon Dog coming up next. He's going to ground out to the pitcher. Back to the top of the order with McScooty Fortune. And that's going to get past the shortstop for a base hit. So a 2-out single there. But unfortunately, Lucas Bryan won't have a chance to get a bat here as McScooty Fortune's going to get caught stealing second. We go to all right, top of the 6th we go with, we have a quick ground out there by Dave Babbitt person. Fedor Geisel coming up next. That's going to be a little looper to the left that's going to be caught there. And next up is Clevin Kamenik, who's going to take a 4-pitch walk. Take up Esteban Santos Garcia. Oh, almost got the pick off there, but just couldn't get it going. Same bat. That's hammered. Deep center. Kiss that baby goodbye for Esteban Santos Garcia. And we're 1 run away from hitting the over. My goodness, that was killed to center. But we end the inning with D. Fernandez Jr. striking out. All right, bottom 6 we go with Lucas Ryan leading off as he takes a called strike free. 7 strikeouts for biggest Titus Smithis today. Sweet Ganja Smoke facing a full count. Oh, misplayed there by the right fielder. Fell asleep at the wheel. That's going to be a stand-up triple. But no, they got him at third. Just got the throw in. And Primo is going to take a called strike free. And I guess I'm going to hand it over to Sleepy here whenever she's ready to commentate.
Hi, sorry. Just finishing up food. As Brent Goldberg is out for out number 1. Hit into second fielder's glove. Edward McKinley out for out number 2. It's a grounder to second, yeah. Leon Rosenthal hits that high and deep, not quite deep enough as center field's able to grow under that. Go under that. Now Squires leading off for the Pathfinders, swing and miss for strike number 1. Pippi Von Pippi swings and hits that. Over to third base, a little jog over, and that's out number 2, Dean Ice. Swing and a miss. For out number 3, Indiana up now. Brian Payne hits that high and deep over to center field and caught by your center fielder, Promo, on the Pathfinders. Hits that one, grounded second, tossed immediately over to third, and Dave Wipperson is going to be out for out number 2. Giesel up now, swing and a miss, out number 3. That returns you over to the Toronto Pathfinders. Tommy St. John swings and hits that one over to center field. That'll be out number 1. And that'll be an error as Mortimer Dog holds up on second, or on first. Oops. Now McScooty Fortune up high popped into D. Fernandez Jr. That's the second baseman? Yeah. Lucas Ryan out for out number 3, 10-1 still for the Apex as we head into the top of the ninth. It's that one high and deep. That's gone to left field. Or
The
no, to right
overhit.
field. Oh yeah, we're over for hits. And that's Kamenik. Kamenik scores that solo homer. Esteban Santos Garcia over the out of the shortstop and holding up on first now here. Top of the order for the Apex is D. Fernandez Jr. Almost a wild pitch, but unfortunately unable to capitalize on that. And that will be a walk on the full count. Moving over to Brent Goldberg. Hits it. And that'll be a double play right into the glove of the second baseman. Now Edward McKinley, and that'll be out number 3 as that's a grounder from second to first. Your final inning, possibly, as Sweet Sweet Ganja Smoke gets up on first. Primo up next, currently cold, and this is why. A 6-4-3 double play. Squire's up next, representing possibly the final out. And yep, that will be the final out. Nice catch there by D. Fernandez Jr. on that dive. It'll be 11-1 as the Indianapolis Apex run away with this game after their amazing second inning performance.
Oops, all ones. 11 runs, 11 hits, 1 error.
Yeah.
Looks like
I
our
hope
lucky
enough
number.
Anyone will notice that.
All right, let's go ahead and get that open. Whoops, forgot to sign in there.
Yeah. Always rule of advice, make sure that's set up midway so you can get the box scores out.
All right, those should be heading out now. Performances of the day: Chris Cash Jr. of the Wheelers, 3 for 4 with a trio of home runs in the victory over Brew City. Sparky D, 3 for 4 with a double and a home run against Kansas City. And definitely not Evil Dictator, pitching 6 2/3 scoreless as New York shuts out Cancun. Go ahead and save. And let's advance the day. July 16, we have a minor league game. Amarillo at Louisville. I don't know. I feel like a couple of us in the booth may be a little biased in this one.
I'm not. The Dellas have a great organization behind them, but I'm not going to root for them or against them. I'm going to be as neutral as possible while cheering for the Dillos and calling out all their, positives. But hey, that's besides the point.
I don't think that's what neutrality means.
No, it is. It's just aggressively one-sided neutrality.
That's
my reasonability as well.
that is exceedingly
Also, Louisville named their
oxymoronic.
stadium after one of Dame's players. This is not good.
What? Huh?
How do you name
One
your
at a
stadium
time.
after a Dame player? What are we doing here?
Who's the Dame player? What?
Colby Kaufman is Dame's last player.
Before
Oh.
switching into a Moose
Hey, my next pitcher is gonna be, or my next player is gonna be, Still in Love, obviously.
Oh no, you're gonna. You're gonna recreate as that before I have a chance to do that. It was either that or I was gonna go with Neo Universe. It was
I'm claiming Still in Love.
I forget what the that must be a charity name. I think that's the charity name for the stadium because
yeah, sounds about right. Anyway, we also got a new charity thing starting up in a few days anyway as well, so who knows what happens next.
ooh, fun.
Okay, let's see what the prediction is this time. Do I throw away some? That's
Yeah, will
not.
next game have a frame with 4 or more runs? Well, let's analyze a little bit there. Pitchers coming up are Rayquaza, who I believe, yes, a rookie pitcher, having a stellar season for a rookie, 3.19 ERA.
The other pitcher, Stinky KP,
Yes, the other pitcher is in the 4th minor league season.
but is also a bum.
Yes. Pitching to a solid ERA of 3.2, so it might be tougher than you think to put up 4 runs in an inning, but not impossible.
Looking at both
You
of
know
them,
what I'm
it's
gonna do? I'm gonna just throw
mm-hmm,
a quick 300 under bet.
mm-hmm.
Why not? Both of these pitchers got pretty good ERAs for the minors.
They are both very even as well. Like, minus the record, which records are useless anyways in baseball for pitchers for the most part. Um, 3.2 ERA versus 3.19 ERA, basically the same. 1.40 whip versus 1.32 whip. Again, point .08 off. It's not really much of a difference. For balls, it's a lot different. Quaza giving up less walks, or less walks, left less. No, wait,
Yeah,
BB's is balls, right?
yeah, it's walks per
Mm-hmm.
9. BB
Oh,
is
walks. Sorry.
base on balls.
Mm-hmm. Um, it's less walks per 9 then, and then yeah, one's a rookie, one's not really a rookie, but that doesn't seem to really matter that much right now.
Yeah, Nostradam allowing an extra walk and a half per 9 innings, but keeping a very similar whip, I think says a lot about uh, either the quality of contact or the team defense. And
I'm
I'm not
betting it's.
I'm not well informed enough to say which at this juncture.
I'm going to say it's team defense, just personally. But hey, who knows?
All right. How long's prediction been running? It's been at least a minute and a half, and they'll close after the first inning anyway. So, who wants to lead us off here?
I'll lead this off. Screw it.
All right. Uh, then I guess I'll grab the middle, and Valor want to end it off.
Got it.
All right.
Valor is dead. Oh, there you go.
Sounds good. October, you have the floor.
Oh no, I don't like the floor. And that's an immediate moonshot by Gary Love, as Amarilla takes the lead 1-0 for 12 feet for that one, straight to left center. Tony Sims Jr., another one hit deep. This one caught by the left fielder this time. It's Doug Love there. Right? No. Yeah? No, whatever. Ben Martin
Yeah.
is out. Ben Martin is out on the third, or on the second, for the second out. There we go. And that'll be Grounder the second, out number 3 for Jennifer Park, as she grounds out from second. I said that already, didn't I? Kasne Teto swing and a miss. Typical for a Teto fan. That's high and deep. Another solo home run given up to Doug Love this time. 385 feet for the Louisville Lemurs.
Sorry, the two Loves have hit the home runs? Okay.
Some could say it was a love tap. Samuel Sheeping this time. Nice and deep, but quite close to being a home run. Unfortunately for the Lemur fans, it's not. Smack Miller smacks the ball, goes between the legs of the shortstop, and that scores a second run as that's a double scored. Montenegro. No, wait, not Montenegro. That's a country. Montgomery. That's gonna be a wild one. It's that one that's out number 2 and score number 3 for the Louisville Lemurs. Montgomery on out Dirk Quakendosh? Yeah. On first now. Gabzu swing and miss for out number 3. Back to the dugout as Ray Quaza doesn't allow the Lemurs to do any more damage. And this is Stupid Yori on first now. Watkins up next. Gene Watkins. That'll be caught by the shortstop, advancing runner over to second. That's a productive out. Now over to McMahon. Up high and into the glove of the right fielder, but that does advance the runner. Jory safe on third. That'll be a soft contact, and that'll be an out. That'll be out number 3, unable to score the run. And now leading you off is McLean. They'll be out number 1. Nova up next. Riley Nova hits that one high, and that's caught by Hustle, falling into the infield. Back to the top of the order as Kasne Tetsu will be your out number 3 for the Louisville Lemurs. Doug, on your left, takes a bat this time and gets on first. Gary Love going for the steal. Looks like on your left is indeed on your left. That's 32 steals. And rounding the corner, and that is a successful score for Amarillo. Gary Love with an RBI single this time. And now it's Sims Jr. It's that one into the... Not really... I don't know what you would call that. But in front of the right fielder. Next up, Ben Martin hits that high and deep. And it's caught by the right fielder, I believe that was. It's that one. That'll be a 4-6-3 double play this time, and that retires the sides. My last half inning with you for this game. That'll be straight to the third baseman for Doug Love. Samuel Sheeping. I'll be out number 2. Now Smack Miller. Swing and a miss. That's not enough. And I now give you over to Arya.
Indeed, it'll be Stupejori batting for the Dillos, putting one in center field for a base hit. Dillos trail by 1, but lead in hits. Gene Wilkins tries to check his swing, but it's in the zone anyway for strike 3. Kevin McMahon, fly ball to left, will be handled by Doug Love, and that will be out number 2 with one on for Eric Hustle, fly ball, and caught once again by Love to retire the side. Bottom of the 4th, Louisville looking to extend their lead. Daniel Montgomery, a leadoff single into right field. Dirk Quackenbosch, fly ball high and deep to right and gone over the wall. Louisville re-extending their lead out to 3, the biggest lead they've held all game. Gabzu coming up will draw a walk on the 3-1 count. Julian McLean, a line drive to left, will be hauled in by Tony Sims. Zoo hanging on, at first. Line drive into left, this time put down by Univa to make it runners on first and second with 1 out. Xanatetto up will strike out swinging at the Quasi fastball. Doug Love up with 2 on and 2 outs. Bounces away from the catcher. That will be a wild pitch charge to Quasi, and runners in scoring position now for the left fielder. Line drive past the shortstop. 1 run will score, and 2 will score a 2 RBI single for the left fielder. Will make it a
That's a
5-run
4-run frame.
game. Yep. Joey Hightower will enter and end the inning with a pickoff move. Didn't even throw a pitch. On your left will bat, hoping to get some of that same magic he displayed in the third. Is aboard with a hit. Will go for the stolen base again. He will, but this time Zoo was ready for it and guns him down. Gary Love now with nobody on base. High drive to left, but nothing doing. Not enough on it on this occasion. 2 outs, nobody on for Tony Sims Jr. Ground ball almost had the shift work, but just barely got past the glove of Univa. But Ben Martin will put it on the ground to second base for the 4-3 putout. Bottom of the 5th now, heart of the Lemurs order coming up. Sheeping retired on strikes. Hightower striking out technically the first batter he faced. Smack Miller smacks it high in the infield, and it is caught. Montgomery with 2 outs hits a bloop single into center. Quackenbosch ground ball to the third baseman will be out number 3. We are through 5. It is 7-2 in favor of the Lemurs. Nostradamus still in the game for Louisville as getting a flyout from Jennifer Park in left. Supe Giori, high fly ball to right, just shy of the wall. There for the play is Sheeping. Walkins with 2 outs, strikes out on the third pitch he sees. Bottom of the 6th now, my final half inning for the game. Gabzu will put it down in center field. Bottom of the Lemurs order already having 1 on base. Hightower still in, walks Julian McLean. Now 2 on, nobody out for Univa. Ground ball past the diving second baseman. Zoo will think better of it and hold up. Got bases loaded, nobody out. Hightower will stay in the game. Fly ball into left. Caught and not able to score the run from third. Good throw in by the left fielder Sims Jr. Doug Love retired on strikes. Dillo's Hightower almost pitching out of it. Ground ball back to Hightower. Throw to first is in time. And the Lemurs are noble tigered, but still hold a 5-run lead as we head to the final 1/3 of this game. Valor, you are up. Or maybe not.
Looks like I missed my cue. Hang on.
Okay.
All right. We have Eric Hustle's gonna draw a walk on full count. Next up is on your left, who's gonna get a base hit here. That's gonna put Hustle at third. That throw is just not in time. And now we got Gary Love, who is going to ground to a force out, but it is going to get the runner from third home to cut the lead down to 4. Next up is Tony Sims Jr., who is going to draw a walk. Then Ben Martin, who's going to strike out here. We're going to go bottom 7th. With Smack Miller. He is going to hit a towering pop-up that's going to be caught there for the out. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. Daniel Montgomery's going to get a base hit past the infield gap. Quackenbosch coming up now, who is also in the minor. And it's going to be a pass ball. Not a good start for Biloxi Gator. Same at bat we go. Quackenbosch is going to take a cold strike free. Then we go to Gadzoo up next, trying to get the cut lead Ferber, and he's going to draw a walk. McLean's coming up now. Julian McLean, he's going to strike out there. We go to the top of the eighth. Let's see if Amarillo can try to start clawing back their way in. Not a good start as Jennifer Park grounds out on the first pitch. Stupe Johori is going to also ground out to first. Chicks dig groundouts to first, I guess. And Gene Walkins is going to strike out a full count. We go bottom eighth. Let's see if Williamers can add some more insurance. Riley Yanoba is going to ground out right to first to start us off. Kansane Teto is going to strike out here. And then we get Doug Love, who is going to ground to the shortstop, unable to beat the throw. 1-2-3 inning. Last chance here for the Dillos. Kevin McMahon is going to be a strikeout victim. Eric Hustle coming up next, trying to avoid the same fate. He's going to ground out to the pitcher, so their last hope is on your left. Can the Dillos keep the rally going? That's hammered deep to left, but not going to be deep enough. As the Lumas going to pick up this win 7-3. Thanks to a 3-run first and a 4-run fourth is too much, too hot to handle, too cold to hold for the Dillos.
All right. I'll go
KP
ahead.
went on stream. Yuck.
And get those box scores sent.
Who's
I
writing
did.
this? Who's writing this script?
I did notice this game happening in State College.
That's oh my god, that is
Proper
insane.
slugfest going on there, going 10 innings.
One
One,
extras as well.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 home runs between the two teams here.
8 home runs combined. I don't think I've ever seen that in any game I've seen.
Seen it before. October and I called a fun one in I think Buffalo was playing, and they had like
Oh no! Wait, which one was it?
it,
What was the
it
game?
the game with all the home runs.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Julio Ruiz Jr. for the Aviators going 6 for 6 with 3 home runs and a double. I wonder how many of those games there have been with the 5+ hits and 3 home runs. How many of those games have there been in PB history,
Gotta
I wonder?
be something I don't see that often.
Surely not. Mac John almost pitching the complete game in the shutout win over Seattle. And Willie Wacker, 2 home runs in that slugfest against Florida. Heading to July 17, it'll be a quick sim day. So I'll start us off. Oh, good. I get to call my own game here. OBX at Detroit. It will be a 3-0 victory for the Aviators. Mathis Hendry getting the win, Blue Sky getting the loss as per usual, Shigeno the save, and Mathis Hendry your player of the game.
Hey.
I see Lunar Base picking up this one 3-1 over Toronto. Hunter getting the win. Sasaki the loss. Rubbish the save. And Hunter's going to be player of the game this turn. Oh my god, we almost blew that one
Sorry.
there.
Sorry. The Nashville Stars with a 1-run win over the Boise Raptors as Vega the third takes the win. Chin gets the loss, and Laser Show gets the player of the game.
Was the walk-off there? Walk-off single from Yoon Song.
It's a shame it wasn't me. So, rigged.
A lot of runs in the Slots Apex game. The Slots getting the win on the road in the end. Erickson the win, Burgo the loss, and player to be named later is the player named player of the game today.
Wait, is this
I,
Valor's turn?
I think so.
Was it mine for this one?
Yeah.
Seattle picks up 9-4 win over Vancouver. Richards picks up the win. Sycophus the loss. Pass as your player of the game.
The New York Yankees, sorry, I mean Voyagers, take the loss in
The
a
Voyagers are better
0
than
to
the
6.
Yankees.
Sorry, the Mets. Is that a better insult? The New York Voyagers 0 to 6 against the New Orleans Rougarous as the 6-0 as that's a 6-0 shutout. Wow. Josh Jackson the win and your player of the game with Atkins taking the loss and Nasir getting a save.
Well, the Voyagers play in Camden Yards, so
I'm an Orioles fan, so I approve of that.
And where?
Unless somehow I get to take over a team and rebrand them to Baltimore. We'll see what happens.
Where do they play?
the model they use is the Orioles Stadium.
Mm.
The Surge getting the victory over the Toros on the road 6-2. Pollock the fifth gets the win. Martini taking the loss as Pollock is your player of the game.
Valor.
All right. Wow, extra running game win for Death Valley. I continue to be bad luck for Providence Meister. Who got the walk off there? A lot of home runs there. 6-5. Martinez the win. Iceman the loss. Ukes Stinky Cliff's player of the game. Let's take a look. Walk off single by Cliff.
Yep.
Walk.
All right, heading down to the minors now.
It'll be Bruce City taking this one in a 3-run win over the Anchorage Wheelers as Sinclair takes the win. Nurple the loss. Williams takes a save, and Kura Minor Leaguer is the player of the game.
The Lemurs getting another victory over Amarillo 10-4. That is Adeline King with the win, Junichi Komatsu the loss, and on your left, the player of the game. Left having a wonderful series, but not able to power the offense all on his own.
There you go. Someone's complaining about I'm being bad luck to the Swifties, but guess what? Y'all just won 12-1. Kirkland picks up the win, Tremonti the loss, and Kirkland's going to be player of the game.
The Hepcats and the Kingpins face off in a 8-2 win for the Hepkitties. It'll be Poe with the win, Mike Storm takes the loss, and Dewa the player of the game.
And finally, Firehawks at Rana's. The Firehawks winning 10-4 over Puerto Rico. That's Massive Unit getting the win. Jensen Wild the save, and that is Francisco Santana, the player of the game. Right, box scores are on their way. Go ahead and save. We'll advance to the 18th, which is an off day. So then further advance to the 19th. So Valor, how do we feel about testing whether you're actually bad luck for the crabs?
Oh no. Primetime 5.
Let's go.
Yeah, in a primetime game, no
Oh,
less.
Providence is going to kill me. If Providence loses, they have to rebrand to the Baltimore Crabs. It only makes sense.
All right. Hey. You know what? I'm gonna predict the score.
I'm feeling a
Not
bit
inning by
evil, so I guess I'll
inning.
start with this one. So I guess
Yep,
I'll take the lead on.
you're taking the lead off for this one.
All right. Predicted score. In the first 3 innings, New York is gonna score 14.
finish. 3 or less runs or someone dominated. I think this is a close one. I'll go in the playoffs. If you ask
I
whoever
mean,
been watching these recently, the Voyagers have been pretty much dominating the Crabs in the postseason.
Yeah, you don't say.
I'm just saying the truth. Don't shoot me, Providence.
I mean, their leadoff is a little bit weaker for the Voyagers, but other than the
I'm
leadoff,
trying not to laugh on stream because I'm in a bit of a trolling mood.
yeah, other than the leadoff, it seems like the Crabs do have at least a bit of an advantage over the Voyagers, but hey, it's baseball. You can bounce any other way.
Yeah, it looks like Leonidas Longpipe and Dr. Hubert Malbec. I don't know why I feel like Malbec's been around a lot longer than he really has. It's only 26 in the sim, which is I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's take a look. But has this player been around for a while? 26. He must have been a recent call up.
No. That's why I feel like he's been around so long. He only spent or no, well, hang on, that cuts off.
He only played one
No,
season in the
he spent
minors, two
no,
seasons in
he
the
spent
minors before getting called up.
no, he spent 2 years in the minors. He's been out of the bullpen. This is his first year in the rotation.
Right. Okay.
Uh
I'd say we're ready to get this going.
Alrighty. We'll go ahead and hand it off to you then.
Okay, Providence, New York. Let's see if I can somehow uncurse the crabs. Adam Cole Bebe is going to start off with a pop-up, easily caught there by the second baseman. Tanaka, he's going to strike out here. Henry Magic coming up now. He's going to ground a quick 1-2-3 inning. See, Providence? I'm actually going to be helpful for now. All right, Paul Zaliski. He's going to ground out. But we got a booted throw. The first. Not a good start. Grail Traveler. Unfortunately, just as I give him luck, they just ground into a double play. And now we got Rachel Moore coming up here. Who's going to hit a fly ball deep to left, but easily tracked there for the out. All right, top second we go with Can You Take Me Higher, the runner-up in the Majors Home Run Derby. Awesome. Andy, you gave up a home run to my bum player. What are we doing here? He flies out there. Ramirez is going to ground out the second. Man Squatch. I'm used to calling all the Voyagers names because they always keep and kiss that baby goodbye for Man Squatch. Looks like my bad luck curse is back as Man Squatch puts the Voyagers on the board 1-0. But it's still early though. Crystal Hauser is going to strike out here. Bottom second, we go with Hurricane. And he's going to start off with a base hit. That's going to be a gap shot. That's going to be easily be a double. Is he thinking about three? No, he's going to stop at second. JD Pants, strikeout victim. Let's see what Seymour Bolts can do. That is going to be deep and kiss. No, I thought it was going to be gone for a second, but it's going to be a triple. Seymour Bolts gets a triple off the top of the wall, and this game is tied. Megs Mayfeld coming up now. He's also a strikeout victim on a check swing. Voice to chest back again. Pass ball. Providence is going to take the lead. The throw's not in time. Same bat. Strikes out. We go top of the third with Providence lead. With Devontae Moore coming up now. He's going to strike out here to Malbec. Nicholas. This seems like a recent call-up. Roman Nicholas. Strikes out here. Back to the top of the order, found Cole Bebe, who's going to hit a fly ball to center, easily tracked there for the out. Bottom third, we go with Sajima coming up here. Let's see what the name is. Taiga Sajima. Yeah, I've seen this play in the minors. And they get a ball past the third baseman for a base hit. Paulo Zaliski back to the top of the order. Unfortunately, it's a ground into a double play. Real Traveler coming up now. And that's tracked deep, but I think it was overplayed there by the right fielder. Ran out of room, so it's going to be a 2-out double for Traveler. Rachel Moore and Moore, a chance to get some more runs here. That's going to get down. Traveler's going to end up scoring. It's an RBI double for Moore and Moore, making it 3-1. Hurricane coming up now. Take draws a 4-pitch walk. Long pipe running into some trouble here. JD Pants. It's going to be a strikeout fiction, and now I'm going to hand it off to whoever's calling it next.
Whoever's calling off next, that would be me. At least put some respect in my name. That's Tanaka with holding up on first, and that'll be out number one as Magic is out on first. Tanaka moved to second, stealing third. Can you take me higher? Is still up. Swing and miss, or can you take me higher? Diego Ramirez. Tapped, and that's on base. That'll be out number three. The Providence Crabs sent out their Pokemon Seymour Bolt, and that'll be out number one as that's a ground straight over to second. Makes Mayfield up now, hits that one, rolling into right field, and thrown over to, I forgot who. That's still on second though, swing and a miss. Number two this time, boys just back again, and Taiga Sejima into the gap and scores that run. Gets on second as well. Howell's Whiskey. Nice little tap. Safe, beats out the run. Or beats out the throw. Braille Traveler going for second, stealing second. In scoring position now, Traveler, swing and a miss here. That retires the side. The Voyager is up. Man Squatch taps that one, and that'll be an out on first. Chris von Priestelhauser hits that one. That'll be dropped by first. Reaching her, and yep. And that'll be a pickoff. More hit. And that'll be from third to first. Quick 1, 2, 3, I believe that. No, quick 1. Yeah, no, quick 1, 2, 3, right? Oh, that's high. That's steep, and that's gone. 423-foot homer for Rachel Morimoto. Hurricane hits that into the center fielder's glove. Making the catch is von Kriestelhauser. JD Pants up high into right field. Next up, Seymour Bolts. On the full count, swings and hits it, unable to beat out the throw, and that'll be out number three. 5-1 now for Providence as we head to the top of the sixth. That'll be Roman Niklaus. That'll be out number one, strike three. Up to the top of the order, Adam Cole Bebe watches that one. That'll be a four. That'll be a low ball four, and that'll be caught stealing. Tanaka still up, but none on this time. The 2 outs make that 3. That'll end the Voyagers top of the 6th, over to the bottom of the 6th for the Providence Crabs. That'll be a walk. A 5-pitch walk. Mayfield on first, going for the steal, and safe, gets that. Boys just back and taking that strike for that. Unable to advance the runner, and up next, Saejima going for the steal, gets the steal. Saejima taking, I believe that was a ball. Rolled up the middle, and that'll be a score for Providence. 1 score every inning since the second. That'll be out number 2 on the full count for Paulo Zalewski. Rail Traveler this time into center field, and that retires the side. Over to you, Aria.
The heart of the Voyagers order coming up in the top of the 7th. Ground ball from Magic will be handled by the shortstop and thrown to first for the out. Can you take me higher? Slow roller to first, taken unassisted this time by JD Pants. Diego Ramirez up now. Ground ball over to first and flipped over to Malbec, covering the bag. 1, 2, 3 down for the Voyagers. They trail by 5 heading through the stretch. Part of the Crabs order this time now. Morimura retired on strikes by Claudio Kilgannon. Very quick on the ground past the diving second baseman, and on base is the catcher. 1 on, 1 out. Caitlin Montreal will enter for New York, striking out JD Pants. Baltz drives this one high and deep and gone. That one, it was a no-doubter right center field from Seymour Baltz. And that will extend the Providence lead to 8 and extend their scoring streak to 6 innings of 7. Mayfeld will draw a walk from Montreal, so another runner aboard with 2 outs for Boys to Chest back again. Mayfeld going for second and making it. I believe that's like 3 stolen bases on the day for Mayfeld. Back again, will swing and miss at the curveball, and that will be the end of the 7th. Mansquatch coming up. Malbec still pitching for the Crabs. This one high and deep toward the gap, and it clears the wall into the bullpen. Mansquatch putting New York on the board for the first time since the 2nd inning, still trailing by 6. Graceful and Kriestelhauser, fly ball into right, is handled by Grail Traveler. Devontae Moore, 1 out and nobody on. Line drive into left, coming in for it is Baltz. Nicholas on the full count, draws a walk. Adam Colbebe, fly ball into right center, will be handled by back again, and that will end the top of the 8th, heading to the bottom. Likely the last time we'll see the Crabs up to bat. Sagema has a leadoff single off Caitlin Montreal. Zalewski pulled down the first base line. That'll go for extras. Turning for third and making it is Zalewski, an RBI triple for the third baseman. And that will probably end the scoring streak at 7 innings. Traveler, lazy fly ball into center field and gunned down. The KVK arm makes it a 8-2 double play. Morimura out to center as well. A jumping grab from KVK. Have yourself a night, man. But Providence does extend their lead. New York are going to need to find 7 runs here to keep this game alive. Tonica getting things started with a gap shot for extra bases. Stand-up double for the right fielder. Strider will come in to try and end this game. Magic is down on strikes. Mihire drives it high and deep and gone to dead center field. Not quite dead center, a little left of center, but center field. That cuts the deficit to 5. 2 outs to find those 5 runs now. Ramirez on the ground up the middle. So runner on first now. Squat swings and misses at the high fastball. Strider 1 out away from ending this game. Graceful and Kriestelhauser keeps it alive, puts one down in center field. Tying run now in the hole for the Voyagers. Devontae Moore, the DH, gives it a good ride into left. It's high, it's deep, it's gone with 2 outs. Tying run now on deck. This game may not yet be over. At the very least, it's probably going to be a bad beat for everyone who had the over. Iceman will come in, try to find that final out. Ground ball past the diving shortstop. The tying run comes to the plate for the Voyagers. It's Adam Cole Bebe, representing the hopes and dreams of the Voy Boys. First pitch swing on the ground. Third base throwing to first. Makes the play. They gave it a good run in that final inning. They made it a bad beat on the prediction. But in the end, Providence's lead was just insurmountable. Crabs win 9-7. Well, that was some interesting drama in that one.
What did I tell you? I'm not good. I'm not bad luck.
No, I'm good luck.
You seem to offset my luck.
I did offset your luck.
Some of the top performers today. Rusty Menard, a 3 for 6 day with a home run in the tight victory over State College. Homer Simpson, a perfect 4 for 4 with a home run in the victory over the Aviators. And Joshua Alm III Esquire Limited, 7 1/3, scoreless against Vancouver. Save one more time. And we'll advance to the 20th. We've got another stream game here. That is Another, it would be Champions Conference, Seattle at New Orleans.
I think my GM is biased towards me. She keeps saying my my streaming is great with you. I can't believe this. How dare they spread lies about me? Kidding.
No, your streaming is great. Uh, Looking at this one, so we've got an old vet in Majira McQueen pitching for the Sea Serpents, while we have the new hotness in Brian Eshlam III pitching for the Rougarous.
I mean, first thing that stands out to me is um, strikes per nine for Eshelman are significantly lower than. I guess not really significantly, but still, one lower compared to Measure McQueen and has a point 0.1 higher whip. McQueen, of course, having a 5-7 season right now versus Eshelman's 5-6 in 16 games for both of them. Wait, that's 1.0, right? I can't tell if that's a 6, right? Yeah,
Which
that
one?
is a 6. For both McQueen and Eshelman, it's a 7 point and then 8 point for the Ks for 9. Walks,
Yeah,
or
point
not walks,
6.
strikeouts for 9. Yeah, okay.
Um,
Yeah, significantly lower, I guess. I mean, it's one lower. I don't know if that's significantly lower, but still. Higher whip. Should be an interesting one for both sides. I'm excited, of course.
yeah, I
Also,
mean,
that.
I look at the hitting order, and you kind of expect you expect the top of the SERP order to do a lot of the heavy lifting for them.
Mhm.
Um, putting it mildly.
Of
Rougarous
course.
are kind of similar, but they've got some very solid young talent in that bottom part of their order.
Mhm. Babno, Teresa McTaylor, Ted McCheesy, Bob's Big Boy, Wacko Warner. All younger players who are. One of them is currently doing really good. The other two, of course, catching up to that. Catching up to that.
Yeah, well,
One
Warner,
of
I believe,
two of
is
them are.
yeah, he's maintaining a pretty league average shortstop, so that's kind of where his value is right now instead of the
Mhm.
bat.
Defense, gotcha. That's why you're ninth. Fun to see. Fun to see. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, looks like a pretty good matchup here.
I bet it's gonna be back and forth.
We'll see
None
what
but
happens here.
yeah, yeah.
Will Nola have to suffer for Uma Musume? We'll see.
we will see. I think the prediction's been running for a little while now. Will the starting pitcher have a quality start in the next live game?
Means go 6 innings and allow 3 or less runs.
I'm trying to figure out what the calculus is here if you're a better,
I go.
because
I
on
say it's 6 innings, 3 or less runs earned.
well, no, I mean more like if it'll happen, because on one hand, you have very top heavy hitting lineups that may not be able to score runs consistently. On the other, both of these pitchers have had their respective struggles this season. I don't know how that goes into the calculus of which one do you bet yes or no.
Wait, what? Huh?
I'm just saying, I feel like you could go either way on betting here. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, I mean, Yeah. You could bounce either way.
But yeah, I think that's enough preamble. Did I? Okay, wait. I'm getting it in my head. Did I?
Is it weird to say I'm trying to do my SHLPTs over while doing this?
No, I'm doing my own stuff while doing
What?
this.
Okay.
I'm writing an entire spider. I was writing an entire, or I guess editing an entire spider lore start
Oh,
thing. So yeah, no, I don't think it's weird. I think it's fine. Yeah.
Well, both of y'all have 3 innings to continue working on that because I will be leading us off for this
Oh,
one.
I
all right.
guess it'll be you followed by me, followed by Sleepy.
Yep, sure. I'll end this off.
Yep, so let's go ahead and get things started. It'll be Brian Eshelman III taking the mound first, with Pass leading off. Oh no, we have a weird camera angle. Are we going to miss a Pass home run? Okay. Behind the scoreboard in the top left and left field, Pass hits a leadoff home run to start the scoring off right.
Thanks to we convinced Null plays in a dome. That makes sense. It's the dome camera.
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go.
this
That's
looks like
better.
this just looks like kind of the default stadium from the looks of it. Metz will be retired on the ground ball to third. Jim Hawkins gives it a good right into center, but it'll die at the track in the glove of Lefebvre. Gator McGraw with a single with 2 outs to keep the inning alive, handing it off to Bradley Wellerman Jr., who line drive to right field is handled by Babineau, and that will be that. But Seattle strikes early with the leadoff home run from Pass. Lefebvre will lead off against Majiro McQueen. Ground ball up the middle will put a runner aboard for the Roogs. And Lefebvre going for second and making it easily. 44 stolen bases now for the center fielder. Make it 45 as he makes it to third. Boucher swings at one, jamming him up and in. 1 out runner on third for Yordong, also fanned by McQueen. Curtis Jones up will draw a walk on the 5th pitch of the plate appearance. Runners on the corners, 2 outs now for Tater McCheesy, who's retired on strikes. So 2 stolen bases off the hit from Lefebvre, but nothing coming of it. Seattle leads 1-0 as we head to the second. Aaron Judge up, gives it a good ride to center. Is it deep enough? Yes, it is. High and deep enough as Aaron Judge collects home run number 5 and puts the Sea Serpents up by 2. King Lock up next. A lazy fly ball to left is handled by McTater. Joshua J up. Another fly ball into left and another put out for the left fielder. And Tank Fromis on the ground to short. Thrown over to first. Retired by Warner and Yordong. Will be the top of the Serpent order coming up next, but first we have the Rougarous with Babineau leading off with a single. He's got some speed. Let's see if he takes off. McTater, fly ball to right, handled by Hawkins. Babineau breaks for second. Throw from Jade, not in time. There's a runner on second now for Bob's Big Boy, who swings and misses at the inside curveball. Wacko Warner up, roller to second base. Locke able to corral it and make the play. So the Rougarous making use of their speed, but not able to use the bats to drive them in so far. Pass up on the 0-2 count. This time is sent back to the dugout, struck out by Eshelman. First strikeout of the day for the Rougarous starter. Mets slow roller to second, not able to beat out the throw on this occasion. Hawkins with 2 outs on the 1-1 count will be aboard with a base hit. Gator McGraw, ground ball to second. That's Jones, who takes it to the bag unassisted. Through 2.5 into the bottom of the third. Lefebvre, line drive to right. Hawkins there for the play. Boucher will be walked. Another Ruru player with some speed. Let's see if they can make use of it on this occasion. Boucher successfully steals on the inside curveball for McQueen. And breaking for third, but this time gunned down. No one steals on Joshua J 5 times in a row. And Yordong retired on strikes, and that will be that for the bottom of the third, handing off to Valor.
Alrighty, top of the fourth we go with Bradley Wellerman Jr. He's going to fly out to right to start us off. Setting up Aaron Judge, who already has a solo shot earlier, but he's going to get a base hit. It's going to be a stand-up double for him. So 1 on, 1 out for King Lock. Full count, he's going to draw a walk. Here's the cold hitting Jay coming here, Joshua Jay. He's going to ground into a double play. That is a rally killer. We go bottom fourth with Curtis Jones coming up here. And Curtis Jones is going to strike out here. Tanner McCheesy coming up now. That's a fly ball to the left, easily tracked there for the out. Babineau coming up now. That's a towering pop-up, easily going to be tracked there by the first baseman for the out. Top of the fifth, we go with Tank Fromis. He's going to get a base hit past the third baseman and the shortstop. Here's Pass with 56 stolen bases. And that's going to get by the shortstop again for a base hit. 2 on, nobody out for Mookie Betts. He's going to pass, swing, foul it, but block there. And he grounds into a double play afterwards. But Fromis makes his way to third. Can Hawkins drive in the run? Yes, he can. It's over the third baseman's head. It's going to be a 3-0 lead for Seattle. Gator McGraw coming up now. He's going to draw a walk. Eshelman struggling a bit here. Wellerman Jr. That's popped fly to left. That's easily tracked there for the out as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Can the bats get by Majero McQueen? Because they've struggled. This McTator's going to strike out here. 7 Ks for McQueen. Bob's big boy. Grounded to short, easily thrown in time. Wacko Warner coming up now. It's going to be grounded to third, easily thrown in the first in time for the out. 1-2-3 inning for the Serpents. We go bottom 6. Top 6, not bottom. What am I doing? Judge is going to take a call at strike 3. King Lock coming up now. And Joshua J coming up here. Eshelman at 100 pitches. This is probably going to be his last batter. It's going to be a fly ball caught there. I'm not sure if this qualifies as a quality start. We'll see if McQueen goes 6. As we go bottom 6 with Lefebvre, leadoff hitter. It's going to draw a walk. Queen's not throwing a lot of pitches either. Boucher coming up now. Lefebvre's going to try to steal, and he's going to be in there safely. Boucher, fly ball to center, not going to be deep enough to advance the runner. And here comes the dangerous Ariel Dong. He's going to have fly ball, but right fielder can't track it. But a great throw is going to hold the runners at the corners. Curtis Jones coming in here. That's going to be a pop-up caught in foul territory by the first baseman. Tanner McCheesy coming up now. Fly ball to center, easily tracked there and caught. It is indeed a quality start for Majero McQueen. As we go top of the 7th with Sleepy on the call.
Why, hello there. It's me. Takahashi pitches in this one as Tank from us takes the walk. Pass will not pass up the opportunity to hit that, but it unfortunately goes to the second baseman. They'll be flown over by Bookie Metz to the center fielder, and this one by Hawkins off the wall. Hawkins off the wall. Hey, new van sponsor. This one now Gator McGraw caught by the Root Crews. as that'll be out number 3, ending the potential run. It'll be a full count for Axel Babineau, currently on base in a very dangerous position, going for the steal, and unfortunate caught stealing. McTater, none on, full count, takes the walk as well. Bob's big boy will take up bat here, swing and a miss. Now over to Wacko Warner. Wacko Warner, bottom of the order, swing and a miss as well. That'll be out number 3. Back over to your Seattle Sea Serpents as Wellerman Jr. will lead you off. And that will be swing and a miss number 1. Aaron Judge, swing and a miss number 2. Finally, King Lock, swing and miss number 3. It'll be a 1-2-3, still with the lead 4-0. Thibault Lefevre, top of the order for the Rougarous, that'll be out number 1. Boucher up next. Hits that one high and deep. Not quite deep enough to go over the left fielder though. Gator McGraw there to catch that one. Aaron Dong hits that. And that'll go over the second baseman. And holds up on first. Aaron Dong here. Going for second. On second now on the wild one. Curtis Jones. Hits it high and deep, but not quite deep enough. Gator McGraw there still. The Seattle Sea Serpents still leading you in this one as we head to the top of the ninth. A swing, nope, a ball for Jay, free ride to first base. Swing and a miss for Tank from us in the full count. Over to Pass now, who makes contact. That'll be a single play as Pass gets on first now. Throw from second base to shortstop. Lucky Mats takes the ball, and Pass has 57 bases stolen. And going home? Going home. That'll be score number 5. 5 runs now needed for the Rougarous to make up this deficit. Hits that one high and deep into the glove of the left fielder. New Orleans fans needing 5 more hits, for 5 whole runs, but 3 outs remain. Tater McCheesy on first. Axel Babineau up next. Swing and miss, not the outcome you want. 2 outs remaining as Teresa McTater takes up bat now. Walk watches that one fly by. Bob's big boy, still 2 outs remaining. Hits it. And that'll be a double play to end off the run from second to first. Off, I think. If second to first, or was it shortstop to first?
Short to
Either
first.
way. Okay. 6-3 double play.
Yeah, heck of a game for honestly, that looked like the old Majora McQueen out there. That looked like 2-time pitcher of the year Majora McQueen.
Yeah, it looks like she was back to form. And unfortunately, it looks like for Nola, it's back to Uma Musume for you.
Oh no, the horror.
Was the bet close? Let me take a look. Oh, I need to put down the result. Hang on.
I think both of them had a quality start. Yes, yeah. Eshelman 6 innings, 3 runs, and McQueen 7 innings scoreless. Both were quality starts.
Hang on, let me try to close the poll. Choose outcome. Well, the pitcher lockdown, completing prediction. There we go.
And yeah, McQueen with the performance of the day, tossing those 7 scoreless innings, scattering just 3 hits around them. 5 walks too, but you can't have everything. Matt Gamble 4 for 4.
All right. I feel like I want to make a prediction for our final game.
Should Sure. It'll be Bruce City at State College, if that plays any factor into your prediction.
Bruce City and State College.
Meanwhile, Gamble for 4, 6 total bases, or excuse me, 8 total bases. I can't count.
Total. Let's see.
Powering the offense there. And PKVS also going 7, allowing a run, striking out 9 in the victory over Toronto.
I have an idea. Let's do over under hits.
Over under hits.
Okay.
And this is our last one.
Yeah, it'll be our last one.
We
But
got an off-hand a quick sim here.
I'm going to have to leave you off after this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm being yelled at to go to away.
Woof, that sucks.
No, I'm not actually being yelled at. I'm being like texted by Amy to go. I mean, well, I guess I'm being texted to go to cuddle her. So after I'm done with this, I'll go.
All right. Quick sim day. First things first. San Antonio 6-4 victory over the Vandals. William Nilliam getting the win. Kid the loss. And Turd Ferguson, your player of the game.
And we got Boise with a 5-1 victory over Toronto. Our beloved co-host Lone Star Nikki Vaseline picks up the win, mixing the loss. And look at that, Lone Star, here's player of the game.
The Outer Banks Aviators take on the Buffalo Surge in a heartbreaking 12-run win. The Buffalo Surge will take the win. 12-run game. The Buffalo Surge will take the win. Slamson takes the player of the game as well as 2 home runs against who's that? King?
Sniper King, I believe.
Sniper King. Yep. A Sniper King takes the loss and Smith the win.
The Crabs with a narrow victory over the Voyagers, 3-1. Krabby Pebbles locking down the Voy Boy Bats today with the win. Crookwell getting the loss, Iceman the save, and Krabby Pebbles your player of the game.
All right, we got Nashville, Indy, and it looks like Indy's going to be within a game back of Nashville for that division lead with a 9-4 win over the Stars. Flop Quads the win, Ultimo Con the loss, and D. Fernandez Jr. is going to be a player of the game with 2 home runs. Levy, this one's yours. So I guess I'll.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I was adjusting some settings.
Oh.
With 2 home runs is interesting. Utef with the win, Good McGoatface takes the loss, and Polywag with the player of the game as the owner base face Rangers take the win over the Detroit Demons. Sorry.
The Scorpions will improve to 500 on the year with a 3-1 victory over the Toros. That's John Whitman getting the win over Jimmy Benico. Noble to save. Whitman, your player of the game.
All right, Seattle, New Orleans, and New Orleans good for revenge after getting shut out by Jeremy McQueen with a 8-4 win over the Seattle Serpents. Lilu Dallas multi-pitch picks up the win. Ivy DeVries the loss. Bernard gets the save, and Buki Metz, despite the loss, despite a losing effort, is going to be player of the game.
I dropped my headphones. Where are we? Oh, here we are. The Anchorage Wheelers take down the Kansas City Hubcats. Summers the win, Poe the loss, and nothing the player of the game.
Bruce City team will be seeing on July 23rd here very shortly. Getting the win over the Flamingos in extras 7-6. That's Rufus Lafaro getting the win over the Bot Key Largo, and Trevor Torrey, your player of the game. Valor, this one's you.
Prediction, but it looks like Bob
Guess I'll
Ross
take
beat me to
two.
the punch. Oh, is this one mine?
Yes.
Oh, I fell asleep at the wheel this time. Firehawks win 8-3 over the State College Swift Deeds. Neil Howard picks up the win, Tattersall the loss, and Menard's gonna pick up the win. California right now holding the best record in the minors.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks like it.
interesting. The Lemurs will be taken down by the Chicago Kingpins 4-11 as Michael de Nostradam takes the loss, Slickfingers takes the win, and Fanhausen gets your player of the game.
And finally, Puerto Rico at Amarillo, the Dillos needing a 4-run bottom of the ninth to overcome the Rana threat. The bot Beckham getting the win, the bot LBG taking the loss, and Ben Martin is the player of the game. And it is Hustle and Eric Hustle single with 2 RBIs that ended the game on the walk-off.
Let's go. Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Ben.
Base, export to CSV, and all right, and that will be the 21st. Advance the day to the 22nd is an off day. Advance to the 23rd and save one last time. We will head to the great state of Pennsylvania for Bears at
It's
Swifties.
inferior to the state to the south. It's inferior to Maryland.
I disagree. Everything is inferior to the inferior state of Wyoming.
What? Wyoming is not a real state. Do you know anybody from there?
Yes, I know one person from there, my imaginary friend.
That doesn't count.
Which of the two
Yeah, it
Dakotas is
does.
better?
South, I think. I haven't been keeping up. It's like asking me about the God damn it, what were they?
No, this is my no. There's no right answer. Probably. It's part of my social experiment.
Oh, okay. Neither is better, but both is better.
But you said South first, so I before I tell you it's a social experiment, I have to take the untainted data set. So
Wait, no,
South it is.
actually, I agree with the chat. Before we continue, I agree with the chat. Mega Coda is better.
Mega Dakota.
Mega Dakota is way better than South or North Dakota. Hell, East and West Dakota are better than North and South Dakota. You know, they're split by the capital of North and South Dakota. Um,
Dakotas are real and they're beautiful. Now those
the North and South Dakota capital, or the East and West Dakota capital, is separated by the capital Pier. Um, Obviously.
The Bears are from Wisconsin.
You mean southern Canada?
No,
I
that's
mean,
Minnesota.
Yeah, that's correct. I honestly agree with you on that one.
What do you mean Southern Canada? That's just Minnesota.
yeah, I mean, I'm Minnesota. There are a lot of places that you could consider southern Canada.
You know what? I have a proposal.
Mm-hmm.
We move a PB team to Minnesota, or we create one and we make them a Minnesotan team.
We used to have one in Minnesota
I don't
team. I know
think
we had the
so.
Milwaukee Swans at one point.
I don't think there's ever been a team in Minnesota.
I'm gonna create an SBA team in Minnesota if I ever get picked as a GM.
I think
Also, yeah,
wouldn't one
looking
of the
for the
recent
Gal.
SHL expansion teams like Madison, Wisconsin?
Madison Valkyries, that is correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bro, was Nola skin though. I don't like that.
Alright, I think that's
Wait,
enough.
what?
Focus on the thing. I shouldn't be complaining about that because Mume's about to break 100 points for first time in her career.
Yeah, I think
Who
that's
is? What?
I think we're good to go. I don't want to.
Yapping and let's get into the game.
Yep, and it'll be Tober leading us off.
Oh, it'll be me leading us off.
Yeah.
Of course I'm the one leading off the minors. Of course I am. Kidding. I'm kidding. There's no implications behind that. I was just complaining. Swiffer, sweep, yeah, Sweeper is out on first after grounding to second. Surfatori up now. It's that one, and that's a jumping catch by the first baseman Taylor for the Swift Steeds. Vumian Stitcherson up now. Watches that one, and that'll be a ball. Ball 4. Osmall tapped high and into the glove of the center fielder, ending the. I guess not really ending anything. Now Honcho up, leading you off for these 50s. That'll be out number 1. Brian Taylor. That'll be a walk on a full count. Fatophilia swing and a miss. And Dusty backstop high and deep over the fence in a 365-foot home run. 15th homer for Dusty backstop, getting your scoring started early. It's Willy Whacker up now. Hits that one over to the third baseman who recovers it. And that'll end the first inning. Agnes Digital watches that one fly by. Strike 1. Or strike 1, out 1. Saiyan Sky immediately after, through the legs of the first baseman, gets on first. Handle all these nuts. Coming up here. Hits it high and deep, and not deep enough. Not deep at all, actually. That was foul territory. And caught by the third baseman. Career minor leaguer. Up the middle. Advances runners. And safe on third. First and third for yes, no, swing and a miss, and that retires the side. These Swifties. Enrique Van Muy Caliente gets on first. Man of Steel. Oh, that'll be a pickoff at first, so none on. Man of Steel. Hits it. Going for second, and safe on second. Now it's Jaheim Butler. That'll be a walk. 4-ball walk. Rice shower now. It'll be Uma Musume versus Uma Musume. Interesting. Anyways, that's out number 2. Top of the order again. Poncho watches that one. Grand slam opportunity for Brian Taylor. Swing and a miss though. Strike 3. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order and the leadoff hitter. Swiffer Sweeper on first. Sferratori up next. Hits it. Throws it over to second, and there'll be no double play, but that'll be out on second. Vumian Stitcherson hits that one again over to the third baseman. That'll be a double play, though. And that ends the top of the third. Last half inning with you all. That'll be a liner over the first from Topophilia. Or Felia, sorry. Dusty backstop, strike 3. Willy Whacker. And that'll be out number 3. Taking this one now, I believe, is who?
Me. Go cuddle your wife.
Being
Mike.
a couple accusations.
Osmo will be flying out to center field on that occasion for out number 1. Agnes Digital, another fly out to center, will be out number 2 in the top of the 4th inning. And Sane Sky on the ground too short, and the play made 1-2-3 down for the Bears. They still trail 2-0 in this ball game. Enrique Von Muy Caliente will put it down in left field, a leadoff single for the Swift Steeds. Man of Steel up, swing and a miss. Fought off as long as he could, but eventually a victim of Sloan Sinclair's 6th strikeout of the day. But a single for Jakeem Butler will put 2 on with 1 out for Rice Shower. On the 1-0 count, will ground into a fielder's
More
choice, but it
Umas.
puts runners on the corners. Michael Honcho with a chance to extend the Swifty lead, and that'll be a single put down in right field. Advances the runners, including bringing Muy Caliente across for the 3rd run of the game. Brian Taylor on the ground, swinging bunt, corralled by Yes No, and the play made at first. Into the 5th now, it'll be the bottom of the Bears' order. All these nuts retired on strikes. Derek Kirkland, strikeout number 3 on the day. Rear minor leaguer, a fly ball into right, will be caught by Honcho. And Yes No had the assist last inning, but will be grounding out to 3rd on his AB. So it'll be the top of the Bears order next time around, but first we're going to have the heart of the Swifties coming up. Fate of Ophelia coming up. We'll have a lead-off single, a diving stop by the left fielder, but still a single on the 0-2 count. Dusty Backstop has a home run already today, and another hit will put runners on the corners. Swifties threatening once again. Willie Wacker up. Hitless thus far today and will be struck out looking. Sinclair with 7 now. Muy Caliente line drive just past the second baseman, and that'll score to Fofilia from 3rd. Swifties now leading this game 4-0. Man of Steel will bat against Lotso Heineken Bear and really, really work for that walk. A 13-pitch plate appearance. Bases loaded, 1 out for Jakeem Butler. Line drive into center is handled by career minor leaguer, but it is enough to advance both the runners on 2nd and 3rd. Scored a sac fly for Butler and a 5th run for State College. Rice Shower watch as Man of Steel steals 2nd. Tried to work that into a name pun better, but it just didn't come to me. Rice Shower pulls it into right field. 1-run score is coming around. Man of Steel also scoring. Make it 7-0 in favor of the Swifties. Back to the top of the order. Michael Honcho draws a walk from Lotso Heineken Bear. Not done quite yet. Brian Taylor will come back up to the plate as the Swifties bat through, and will be thrown out at first by the second baseman Stitcherson. But a lot of damage done in the 5th. Bears have a lot of work to do as we head to the top of the 6th. Swift Sweeper in play on the full count and scored a base hit for the right fielder. Salvatore up, ground ball to the middle. The play will be made at first as the shift was on. Moomian Stitcherson drawing a walk from Kirkland. 2 on with 1 out for Osmal, the DH. Lazy fly ball into right, under it is Honcho. Digital pulled into left field for a single. Rounding 3rd is Sweeper, and making it in time. The Bears finally on the board in the 6th inning, but still trailing by 6 runs. Sane Sky fly ball into left will be caught for the 3rd out. Bears still with a lot of work to do. Swifties chance to further extend as they once again get the heart of their order up. Fate of Ophelia, another base hit. Backstop still batting against Lotso Heineken Bear. Backstop will be retired on the fly ball to center. Willie Wacker tries to check his swing, but ump at first says he went around. That's a strikeout for the bot. Muy Caliente on the ground to 3rd, and that will be Nuts flipping it to Stitcherson for the 3rd out. And to wind this game down, hand you over to Valor.
Righty, we got ourselves a not so close game here, but let's see if Bruce A can get on the board with handle all these nuts drawing a leadoff walk. career minor leaguer. That's going to be a fly ball to left, easily tracked and caught there by Butler. Yes, no, coming up now. He's going to ground a third, but it's going to be a grounding into a double play. All right, bottom seventh we go with Man of Steel, who was in the minor league home run derby. He's going to just roll the up walk. Next up is Jaheim Butler. Man of Steel, unfortunately, the Man of No Steel, actually, says he gets thrown out there. Jaheim Butler continuing that same at bat. He's going to ground out to the shortstop. And now, there's 3 Uma Musume players in this thing, and one of them is Reischauer, who already has an old. Fortunately, Reischauer's off the move to striking out. Top of the good for sweeper. He's going to ground out the second to start us off. Server Corey, who was also in the home run derby. They're ground out the first. Nope, past the first baseman for the base. That was the ground. The game always surprises me. With Citrusson, good man against new pitcher Lisa Crockett, who strikes out Citrusson.
Your
I was
audio's coming through a little underwater.
sorry. Calvin O'Shaughnessy is a pinch hit, and he's going to ground out there. Oh, sorry. Let me fix the stuff on my end. There we go. Is this better?
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I had to speak closer to my mic. Michael Honcho's going to get a base hit past the first baseman to start us off in the bottom of the eighth. Akira Sendai's now in the game as Brian Taylor lines out to the shortstop. Feo Tafafelia is going to come up to bat, but not before Honcho steals second. Puts him at 46 stolen bases on the season. Tafafelia is going to ground out the first. Dusty backstop, the hot hitter coming up now against Sendai. It's a fly ball to left, easily tracked there for the out. Last chance for the Bears with Agnes Digital, Sound Sky to handle all these nuts. Flies, Stinky Dane flies out to right. Only Dane would pick that render. Sound Sky is going to also fly out to right. Because the right field, Honcho doesn't like Musume. And handle these nuts is going to ground out here. It's going to be a base hit single. Sorry, it lagged for a second. I'm good. Career minor leaguer. That's going to fly out to center, and that's going to end the game. State College picks up a 7-1, a very convincing 7-1 win over the Brew City Bears to wrap up today's stream. And the reason I crack the Uma jokes is that the free players are Uma renders.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is Dame, so I'm not surprised. Kingpins, you lost the bots.
Well, it
If it was on
happens.
my stream, I would have shown the Kevin Brown graph.
It happens. Even the worst teams pick up, you know,
Yeah.
20, 30
Even the
wins.
top record. I think I saw the Firehawks lose to the Ranas earlier as well.
Got the win over the Dillos, so they're the first minor league team to 40 wins. But speaking of standings, Crabs are the first team to 50 wins in the majors, holding a 10-game lead over anyone. They currently have a commanding lead in the Legends East as well. Sloths have a just as commanding lead in the West as the only team with 40 wins there, and also the only team with a winning record. The Legends wildcard, dominated by the Legends East, but currently well held onto by the Aviators and Voyagers. Over in the Champions, the East is still wide open. The Stars hold a 1-game lead there, but only 2 games further back from the Apex are the Space Rangers at 37 wins. Toros have a pretty solid grip on the West as it stands, but a good run from either the Scorpions or the Rougarous as we head further into this season could very well change that. Wildcard, right now it's kind of take your pick. It's 2 of the East teams right now, but, again, either the Scorpions or the Rougarous could put a good run together and challenge for it.
Yeah, I could see Death Valley easily making a quick run. But also, look at that. Look how tight that Champions East division is right now. That is really close.
That's I have a feeling that's what we're going to be watching at the end of next week.
Yeah, that's something that we should probably keep your eye on. Let's take a look at the minors. Not surprised to see the Firehawks on top. Bruce City, pretty much also with the Bruce current playoff picture looks like this. Firehawks and Bears would earn buys. Bears have tiebreakers somehow. However, because the Hepcats and Lemurs have been a bit cold recently, with losing streaks of 4 and 3 respectively, followed by State College and Anchorage holding the final two playoff spots at 36 wins. But of course, Chicago and Florida could still easily get in as well. So, kind of not surprised to see California there on top. Bruce City, of course, is always good. I
Yeah,
think they started slow early in the season, but then turned themselves around.
they did, and obviously they've won 8 of their last 10, so
So
they're
they've been really hot recently.
yeah, they actually just grabbed that second spot this stream from the looks of it.
Yeah, but not to mention Firehawks, winners of 7 in a row of 9 of their last 10.
All right. Real quick, let me just double check that I got those last box scores out.
Yeah, let's take a
Uh,
look.
pretty sure I did. Yep.
Let me check Nashville's locker room to confirm if you did.
I just peeked in the Detroit locker room and it looks like it.
Let's take a look. Yeah, it's set. We're good.
All right. In that case, let's go ahead and get this upload started.
Let's begin our upload and let's see if chat has any questions for us.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pop up our handy dandy Ask the Booth.
We got 21 people in here today. Let's see what anybody has for us.
It's had a terrible sim. It happens.
It happens. Like,
It's stream sample sizes are like usually anywhere between like 6 and 8 games, and over 6 and 8 games, anything can happen.
right.
Thoughts on Dublin as
Fun
a
fact,
city
even
for
though I
the
fixed my
PvE?
Wi-Fi adapter, this always takes like 20 minutes for me to upload a file.
It takes me a while. I don't know if it's just because like it's a big file, because I am usually wired into the internet, but I don't know if it's because I take longer than a lot of people to download the file as well. So I don't exactly know what goes on there. Thoughts on
Okay.
Dublin as a city for the PBE? I do like Dublin as a city idea. I like, expanding the PBE more internationally. Um, please, for the love of God, abolish directional division names at this point.
At this point, without relocation, you're gonna have to rebrand the conference, the divisions.
I mean, Toronto's already been in the West for so long, and I scream it to the heavens, and I'm old woman yelling at cloud. But now you've put a team in Dublin, which is famously like in Western Europe, true, but like geographically to the rest of the PBE, I don't think you can get much further east.
Yeah, unless you put like a team in Italy or Germany or something. Like, let's say you have the Black Boys Brood suddenly show up in the PvE.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've already said my thoughts on the rebrand. I like the idea of a Dublin team, but I just think the colors and the name, I'm just not a fan of. The thing I thought of was it seemed like the Kingpins and the Demons had a kid. That's what I think. And I can't unsee that now.
Yeah. Personally, I don't know.
It'll
I think
probably
it's
grow on me, but
I
we'll
think
see.
it's fine. I don't think there's anything that really stands out to me that I hate about it, but I don't think there's anything that really stands out that I love about it. It's sort of just a fine rebrand, in my opinion.
Okay. Right.
You know,
Any
it,
more
it's
questions?
sort of like, I'll miss the Raptors, but I don't
Yeah.
I don't necessarily mind seeing them go in favor of Dublin.
Yeah, even though they did win a championship as Boise.
They did. That was my first season in the league, actually, that they won that
Funny.
championship.
Doing this while playing Uma at the same time.
You know what else is actually really funny about that season 35 World Series?
What?
Both of the teams that were in it, if I'm remembering correctly, neither of them have appeared in a World Series since.
None of them have been to the World Series because it was Detroit and Boise,
It
right?
was Detroit and Boise.
That's insane.
And I think the only team, no, because the Rougarous appeared in one. They haven't won one. I think they're the longest active drought at this stage. But I think they've at least appeared in one since then, if I'm remembering right. See, that would have been 51. Yeah, they appeared 35, 45, 46, 47, 48. Yeah, they appeared in the S49 World Series.
Okay. So yeah, they have the. I think in the minors, who has the longest drought? Because it feels like Bruce City and Louisville are almost in the World Series every year.
Um, well, I think we
Not
have.
counting the Ranas because they're
Yeah,
bots.
I was gonna say. I think we have to disqualify Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Um, Dillos have actually won it fairly recently. Been a while since Anchorage have won it. Bruce
Boise's only
City.
played Detroit in the World Series because they met again in S31 where Detroit won.
Boise has only played Detroit. Oh, really? I did not know
Yeah,
that.
S31.
Yeah, because before that they would have been
Because
Utah.
for a while, Nashville could only seem to play Outer Banks in the World Series until like in the S40s when they beat New York. Yeah, Boise's only made it twice. Didn't they make it as Utah before? Or am
Yeah,
I
but
hallucinating?
if we're talking about like just the Boise branding, I'd believe that. I'd believe they only ever played Detroit. Florida actually hasn't
Right.
won one in a while. Oh, you know what? It may be. Ooh, okay. So our candidates for the longest minor league drought in terms of championships are either Anchorage, Kansas City, or State College. Let's count those up. 1, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 14 for the Wheelers. Kansas City, 1, 11, 21, 22, 23 for the Hepcats. Feels
Well,
crazy because they it's not like they've been missing the playoffs a lot.
right.
And then 59, so that's 1, 11. So they'd be 20. So I think it's Kansas City, which yeah, that is pretty crazy. Because in that time, they've only missed the playoffs, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times? So they've had, what, 17 playoff appearances? And none of those have turned into a World Series.
That's insane. You would
That
think they have one by now.
That's some really unfortunate playoff luck.
That's what we call really rotten playoff luck.
On the other hand, if I can be a little petty about it, near the end of my time GMing the Dillos, it felt like every time we made the playoffs, we would have a first round matchup or like a second round matchup when one of us had a bye with Kansas City. And it was like 4 or 5 times in a row we'd come in with all this momentum and all this hype, and
And then
Kansas
you
City
lose to
would
them.
just completely shut us down.
Yeah, that's kind of what's been happening with Nashville. Like we end up winning the division, but then all of a sudden we draw Indy and then we get smoked.
Yeah, so if I can be a little petty, you know, but nah, Kansas City is a very good organization. The World Series, if you're consistently making the playoffs as a minor league team, that means you're keeping guys active, you're keeping them engaged, you're keeping them, interested in the league and sending them up to the majors. You don't need a ring to prove that you're a good organization in the minors, I feel.
Yeah, as
It's
long as you consistently make the playoffs and develop great users, you're considered an elite GM.
Oh, of course. And the ring is nice, don't get me wrong, but you don't need it.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's actually shocking that it's Kansas City that has the longest active drought, not counting Puerto Rico. Although, just to throw it out there, it's closer than you'd think
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I
because
know the majors, I think the longest active drought is the NOLA than Detroit.
yeah, that sounds right.
Because I think the last time they won was S24, the Rougarou did.
23 or 24, one of those two.
Yeah, one of those two. Because I know I got traded from Kashima to New Orleans in 25. He made the World Series that year but lost.
Yeah, and back then that's eh, I try to be a student of PBE history, but that's before my time.
Yeah. I remember some stuff going around there. Like the league was radically different. It was basically on the end of that dark era that was like if you weren't on Death Valley or San Antonio, you were probably not getting any award or ring. Yeah, that's how dark that was.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of historically dominant franchises,
Because you could also throw the Voyagers in those ranks as well now recently.
for sure. Well, I mean, what's the ridiculous stat? It's like since let's see, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18. Like since season 19, the Voyagers have only missed the playoffs twice.
Yeah, I think they got the most rings during that span as well.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7 since 2035. 2, 5 for the Scorpions. Well, the Sloths have actually not been winning a lot of rings recently.
Yeah, although the Voyagers have appeared in four straight.
Yeah, they've kind of had the stranglehold on the East for a while. They have the Crabs are the upstarts there for sure. Um, but even last season when the Crabs looked unstoppable, less
And then we
unstoppable than
lost
they
to the
do
Voyagers
this
in the
year.
first round.
Yeah, Yeah, the wonders of division winners getting higher seeding.
Yeah, that's the chaos of the playoffs. One game could go wrong, and then your entire season spirals.
I mean, that's my philosophy. Just make the dance. Anything can happen once you're there. I mean, shoot, Indianapolis winning last year, perfect example of
Major
that.
upset too. Nobody saw that coming. And the fact literally, they literally made the top. They literally made Cancun, who had one of the best records in the league, look like a complete joke. They almost swept them.
Yeah, a 4-1 series score there.
Another thing to note is that, hmm, so any surprises so far, really? I kind of figured Lunar Base would emerge from the rebuild soon.
Yeah, I honestly, Detroit has kept in better touch than I thought we would.
Yeah,
I thought this would be like a big regression season for us, but no,
yeah,
we've stayed more in touch than I thought.
yeah. Similar to Nashville, where we have a hot start, but then had a lot of rough sims recently.
I mean, the Champions East is. I feel Champions East. I feel like was wide open from day one. Like I feel like Lunar Base could get hot and they could they could take it, even though they're 4 games back or no 3 games back now, if I'm remembering the standings right. Because I'm just looking on the index. That's why I initially said 4. It's it's exciting times. Speaking of the index, let's go ahead and get that updated. I'll save one more time in the file. The
Okay, do you
classic.
want me to update the index real quick? Because I have the link.
Hmm.
You want me to update the index real quick?
No, I've already got it going.
Oh, you got it going? Okay. All right, I already got the pay submitted for us and Sleepy.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Does anybody have any more questions for us before we wrap this up?
Looks like
We'll
it's good.
see.
All right. Index should be good.
Hey, we got another question. Ask the booth. Is the Smurf turf the reason the Raptors are leaving Boise? Oh no. That's a
Um, if it is, then I unfortunately can no longer support the rebrand because I think I I absolutely love unconventional turf colors.
yeah. I mean, you can get away with that with ISFL Sims, so it's fun.
How come the outfield grass at Hammond Park isn't purple? Maybe that's why Boise felt like they had to move.
Yeah. What's next? You come to Dublin, make sure the grass is orange,
Well, it can be green there and make sense
orange green. Like
because
if
like
you, I mean,
their
that's the only
secondary
thing I
color is
think they
green.
missed on the logo is there should be some green on that logo, not just orange and black.
There is green on that logo.
Oh, there is. I just couldn't see it
Yeah,
because I thought it
the
was just on the orange and black. That's why I thought discount Detroit for a second.
no, like the clovers on the bottom plus the outfit of
Oh,
the rebel.
okay. At least you differ. All right. I'm
Yeah,
glad that that's on there because I originally criticized them for that, but I'm admitting, sorry, I'm wrong. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, the
I would
logo,
have
the more I
liked the
look at
green
it,
to
the
be a
better it
little.
looks. The more I look at,
I feel like
like
I
I
would have
said,
liked
it's
the
going to
green to
grow
be
on
the
me.
primary color, I think, because I think in the majors we don't really it's Vancouver and Seattle. They're both green.
Yeah, and Toronto has a green as well, but
Oh,
it's
true.
more
Yeah,
like
Toronto has green.
green and orange is something we have not seen in the league.
I kind of would have liked the green to be a little brighter.
Yeah, if the green is like a lighter shade, that would be good.
I don't know. I'm nitpicking. I'm nitpicking. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
I'm also
It's
nitpicking
not
here because I am a guy that literally does a lot of draft graphics around here.
I think it's a fine rebrand.
Yeah, like I said, it's
It's
gonna grow on me.
it's a worthy successor to Boise Raptors. I'll say that, and I'll leave it at that.
All right. So Aria, I'm actually gonna send you one. I've been an idea for a rebrand, but this is like a prototype. So I like. Unfortunately, this is just an AI generated concept I made, but this is my idea for a rebrand. This is
What's more stallions? Interesting.
yeah. I felt like because I originally thought thoroughbreds, but that name was too long, so I figured stallions would be better. You know,
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's pretty solid.
it's a unique color scheme too. Though it looks like it's mostly green and gold, but that would look too similar to Vancouver. So
But yeah, that's gonna do it for us for today. We'll see you next time. I don't think we have anyone signed up for
but tomorrow
tomorrow.
it could be potentially me again, but I have to get fillings done that day, so probably not.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
It's probably
Honestly,
best I stay off
yeah,
until Monday.
can't really imagine talking with the with all that numbness.
Yeah, I really hate anesthetics. Ugh.
But yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
And
Bye.
we will see ya.